Oh, that's rude. Oops. Well, apparently they had the W store's ideas on what a human can take. Hi! So, yeah, I haven't been on the last few days because... Oh my goodness. I haven't been on the last few days because I got surgery on Monday. They took out my gallbladder. So, apparently you can survive without it. So you don't have to worry about, me being on weird stuff or anything. But, yeah. Um, so I haven't really been talking when I do stream. Trying to recover. I'm actually recovering pretty nicely. It's pretty awesome. I'm able to go up and down the stairs and I was able to pet the kitty cats this morning. I haven't been able to do that because they like to hang out on the floor, of course, and they don't understand Mama's hurting. but they like to hang out on the floor, and I was able to pet them today. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, so well, I hope he doesn't mind being on my video, cause he probably won't. It's just fresh baked, doing his State of DCA report or State of Disneyland report. Where he tells us how, what's being built and fixed and stuff. There, that works. Yeah, normally I don't have anybody on my videos unless I ask them. And there's only 2 people that are okay with me, that have definitely said okay. So, I'm not going to be on very long today. I did want to say that. Streaming doesn't take that much, but but I've got a few things to do today, and oh, yeah, I've got a few things to do today. I'm like, okay, so I ended up having to have surgery on Monday, otherwise I would have had chapter 11 done a long time ago. And been on like chapter 14 by now. Yeah, it was weird, and it's like I went in thinking it was one thing, and I would have been fine with that, but it ended up being something totally different. Oh, this is not fun. Let me put it this way, I get motion sickness on a regular day. Yeah. Normally this doesn't bug me like that, but I mean, you know, it's like get it done as quickly as possible, but well, this is gonna be one of those times when I obviously don't get it done. Yeah, I'm still eating breakfast right now. So if you see me earlier in the video pausing a lot, that's probably what happened. And thank you, God, for that. Hole in one. There. I kind of feel bad though, cause we freaked out the nurse. Well, I freaked out the nurse. At one point because she forgot that I'm a girl, and um, and she was checking on something. We'll put it as she was checking on something, and she's like, "Oh, that's not good," and then she's like, "Oh yeah, okay." Anyway, I think we will start. Oops. I think we'll be able to start our regular routine, you know, tomorrow or Sunday. Where, you know, I just do whatever game is supposed to be showing up at that day, and I am dreading doing Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy because of the Jeopardy part of it. Ah! Because, you know, it needs more computing power, you know, more thought process. So, what is going on here? There we go. Like, I did not feel like doing Thursday. I just didn't. You know, like, usually I do GTA on Thursdays. Every once in a while I do, Forza Horizon 5. I'm like, yeah, let's see if I can do something. Doesn't always work, but... Hey, birdie's better than nothing. Thank you, God. Yes. That was awesome. That just was not enough power. Not when the whooshy doodle goes and pushes you the other way. Okay, so... Oh! So I didn't mention it, but that first one that we did... Olympus Odyssey... That one is the one that I got for my birthday. And I purposely did not show it before my birthday. My birthday was the 27th. My surgery was the 28th. I was like, okay, so... Hold on. I was, you know, like, okay, it could have happened on my birthday. That would have been bad. So I was very grateful that happened the day after. But, yeah, it was really weird. And then I found out from my aunt that it's just like, I don't want to say a rite of passage, but, you know, it's like a family thing to get our gallbladders out, because apparently great-grandma got hers out, and grandma got hers out, and Aunt Susie got hers out, and then Aunt Ruby, and my cousin Marcel. So, as far as I know, Dad's the only one who has his in. And Uncle Frank. But, yeah. Just thought that was... Yes, that's definitely one of those things that you should probably tell your kid. You know. This might happen eventually. Hey, I got that hole in too. Yay. Okay, I'm not going to do all of them because I despise a few of them. I hate playing them. But yeah, we'll do Forest and maybe one other. So, hey! Awesome! Thank you, God. Yeah. It's cool. Anyway, it turns out my husband's work decided that they had hired a robot and the robot wasn't, working hard enough, so he's looking for a new job. And I'm still looking for certain people to actually look at my application properly and see that yes, I did apply for full-time as well. I would rather start making money with my books, but since I'm not even going to see a dime of what I did make until October, you know, we gotta survive until then. You know, like, oh! Hole in one! thank you, God. We gotta survive until then. Even if I did start making lots of monies with my books, as I put it sometimes. Oh! I could have gotten a hole in one, but I didn't. So I got a hole in two. Dang near fainted. Anyway, it keeps being like, with me and my husband, it keeps being like, we're doing good, and, the bills are getting paid, and then all of a sudden they're barely getting paid, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, I am glad that somebody was semi-muted because he's pretty loud. Birdie! Okay, that wasn't fair. I didn't know Lego had a hot dog. Remember, I'm watching YouTube in the background, if that seems like mega random. I didn't know that Lego had, hot dogs at all, so... But, somebody I watched was just making a video. This is how, Legos uses hot dogs in, like, everyday builds, or... Well, that's not how it was put, but... something like that. Hold on a sec. Okay. Anyway, something like that, and then it went on to the next video, but I was like, I really don't remember them having hot dogs. I remember them having doors. I remember every set that was a big bucket of imagination used to have wheels that came with it. Okay. No. Hey. That's so annoying. I don't don't know what's up with the internet on my computer, but, only when I'm watching YouTube. It'll just go and freeze up. It's so weird. It, like, totally freezes up. I can't do anything with anything on the internet at that point, and then, yeah. No. And this is the reason why I have not been streaming that much, because, because the other day I had, like, really high blood pressure. Actually, I can't even say, like, really high blood pressure. I had really high blood pressure, on Monday. Yeah, I don't know exactly what was going on. I mean, I was stressed out. I know that, because it's like, I've got this ow, and you never know what the ow is, but, you know, I was just determined that it was probably a bladder infection. It's all good, you know, get the medicine and feel better. Well, that's not what it was, but... Oh. I got some really bad timing, don't I? Stay. No! Okay. That actually isn't too bad. 54 out of 50. And I had, you know, a few high scores in there. Yeah. That's not too bad. Okay, so to make up for... that, I haven't been on... Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that. So, okay, so... It says take it for severe pain. Well, it's pain, but it's, you know, it's not what I would call severe. But it's enough to complain about. So it's like, do you take it, or do you suffer, or what? And literally all day Monday, this is what I'm, you know, kind of basing this on. Like all day Monday, I was suffering with pain, because by the time that we got done with surgery and all that, I could not get my prescription, because we get it at Walmart. And the Walmart pharmacy closed at, what, 6? Okay, he says it closed at 7. And we were there at 7:30, almost 8, so... yeah. Anyway, so I had to wait until the next day to get my prescription, and yeah, it was not good. Not saying I handle it very well, but I got a kind of high threshold for pain, you know, like, you know, adrenaline will take over, and hey, that was pretty cool. So I'm not saying it was the most pleasant experience yesterday, but we went to Costco. You know, we had to get some gas. We didn't have much money to get that gas, but we had to get gas, and we got hot dogs. Well, doctor said that I need to get out and walk to avoid you know, to avoid problems in my legs. And so my husband decided to go and walk me around Costco yesterday, and that was okay, except for that, you know, I just wasn't ready yet. But at least he's trying, you know. Yeah, he's following the doctor's orders and trying to get me up and doing stuff so I can keep streaming for you guys, and yeah. It's really no fun when you, like, you know, you have a normal routine, and then I thought I was going to be able to keep up with it, but I'm just, like, kind of trying to get back to normal. Although I was really happy yesterday, I was able to sleep on my right side, because that's where I'm most comfortable when I'm, you know, for sleeping. I was able to sleep on my right side, and it didn't hurt. I had to do it gently, but, you know, to get over there, but yeah, I was able to sleep on my right side, and I really wish I would have put on the air conditioner, though, because I woke up sweating. Yeah, so some store somewhere, I can't, you know, I don't think they ever said, but some store somewhere had a sign, it was either during COVID or before, or maybe even before COVID, but I think it was during COVID, and it says, something along the lines of, due to the shortage of robots, we have hired humans, and they may act badly when provoked. You know, if somebody treats them badly, you know, they're probably going to have a problem with it, is the gist of it. And I thought that was so cool. I made sure to, you know, that was going around on the internet for a while there. I made sure to copy it. And the only problem is that it's, like, from the side. I don't mean the side, but, you know, it's at a weird angle. Anyway, I want to get that put on a t-shirt. Okay, so husband's right that would not encourage somebody to hire me, but but seriously, you know, when you go into the store, do you think that that person's a human? And deserves respect, at least deserves to get treated decent? Or do you think that that's just the rabble, that's just the person that's there to serve you? If you think that that's the person there to serve you, then, you got another think coming. Because you would not be able to go into the store and buy the thing that you're planning on buying without that person. And on the other hand, that bus driver that we used to have to deal with, he thought he was all that in a bag of chips. But if there wasn't anybody to ride the bus because he's made them all mad, he wouldn't have a job. And, because there would be nobody to ride the bus. He's like, I don't care because... I mean, he was acting like he didn't care because, he's got a job anyway. The job is driving the bus around. Well, if there's nobody to ride the bus, then all of a sudden they're going to take that bus route out, and then that guy's not going to have a job. But he didn't think of it that way. Anyway. Anyway, I think I'm gonna close it out after this one, for seriously, because, because I need to finish my breakfast, and, and I need to finish that story, well, that chapter anyway. I'm trying to get Lessons in Love done, and it's going really good. It's just, I had to clarify a couple of things so far. Like 2 or 3 things, and that was about it. And I've just recently discovered I need to go upstairs. Okay. Which is a little weird, because I don't think I've had anything to drink this morning. Oh, wait, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. It's interesting, because ever since my surgery, like, every time I drink something, I end up having to go upstairs. Which is kind of good. The lady yesterday... Okay, so we were sitting at a table with somebody else, which we usually don't do, but there wasn't a whole lot of tables. Ever since COVID, they don't have enough tables. And it's very annoying, but, that's what we're stuck with at the moment. But anyway, so we were sitting at a table with her, and she said that eating the hot dog probably wasn't a good thing because, apparently the gallbladder was like a dump bin. And that's where all the, the grease and stuff goes. Well, if you don't have one, where does it go? I still don't know the answer to that question. But, yeah. But she was saying I probably shouldn't be eating the hot dog, especially the way that they make it. because it's got a lot of grease. And, because you would think cooking it in the hot water, like, a lot of people do. Oh, they cook it in oil. Okay. They tell you that they cook it in water, though. I've heard them say it. But anyway, yeah. Husband's got a point. How would it come out so greasy if it was just cooked in hot water? I have no idea. But anyway, we had that yesterday, and the hot dogs seemed to be okay. But Coca-Cola's idea of raspberry tea with as much sugar as it's got, But it's like, what? No, but the Pepsi version has less sugar than the Coke version. And I am sorry about that, both companies, but that is true. It is a proven fact. Because meat and sugar don't get along very well, even though I am not diabetic. It is a proven fact, apparently. I think they're nuts, but whatever. They said I am not diabetic at the hospital, so I actually thought that was pretty cool. I still can't believe it, but I thought it was pretty cool. So, anyway, the raspberry tea didn't agree with me very much, and I don't understand that. Um, Fuse is pretty good, but I like the brisk better. Oh, I couldn't stand that video yesterday. If that's the video. Maybe it's not. Okay. Anyway, no, it can't be because I would have taken it off the list yesterday. Okay. Anyway, so now that we're done with that, because I am not doing another 18 holes. Now that we're done with that, if you're watching me on YouTube right now, please like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. If you're watching me on Twitch right now, please follow and chat. And I apologize that I've been totally ignoring you this whole time because I didn't bother to open up the thing. I am so sorry. And please go on Amazon and check out my books. Remember, just go on to Amazon, type in Tina Rash Books, TINARASHBOOKS. Unless you're in a different country, and then eventually one of these days, hopefully before Christmas, every single one of my videos will have the list of how to find me in the world on your version of Amazon. Like I put in, I think I put in Chinese, I put in Spanish, English, of course, a whole bunch of different ones. Anyway, you should find Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Esperanza's Party, The Island, and Adopted Coral. And if I ever finish it, excuse me, I give me the goal of finishing it before Christmas. So, in theory, that will be a thing. You might find Lessons in Love. So, yeah. So I will see you in the next streamer video. It's not what I meant.